So if you see about the cuticle here, children, which they have mentioned, in the alimentary canal of cockroach, cuticle are present in the hindgut region, that is the last part of the alimentary canal, and also in the inner lining of the foregut. But midgut does not have cuticle. Keep that in mind, it is important. The anterior portion and the posterior portion of the alimentary canal has the inner lining which is called as cuticle, but the middle portion does not have cuticle. Okay, so this is about the digestive system. Now let us move on to the next system, which is called as the circulatory system, children. So circulatory system or vascular system, it is open type in the case of cockroaches, right? So it is not closed circulatory system, it is open circulatory system. So what is this open circulatory system? We know that in this organs are completely bathed by the blood. Now, so they have blood, they will have heart, but blood vessels here are not properly developed. So they don't have, as they are completely bathing the organs, they don't need specialized blood vessels to carry the blood, right? So blood vessels are not completely absent here, instead they are poorly developed. Okay, and open into these blood vessels will open into space which is called as hemocoel. So hemocoel is nothing but the hemocoelomate, which is blood which is filling the blood cavity, right? So blood vessels are poorly developed and open into the space called as hemocoel, that is the empty space of the body cavity. So coelomate means it is the body cavity. So in that spaces the blood vessels will be opening, right? So blood vessels means they will pour their blood into that hemocoel. Okay, and visceral organs located in the hemocoel are bathed in blood, right? So hemocoel is the place where the visceral organs are present, and these visceral organs are completely bathed with the blood, which is called as the hemolymph, right? So where is the visceral organs present? It is present in the body cavity, right? So the empty space of the body cavity, and these are completely bathed by the blood, and the blood is called as the hemolymph. Now what does this hemolymph consist of? It consists the colorless plasma and the hemocytes. So hemolymph is formed by colorless plasma and hemocytes. Now what does the circulatory system of cockroaches contain? It has three parts. One is heart, then it has the sinuses, and then it has the anterior aorta. So these three parts together forms the circulatory system of the cockroach. Now let us see about the first one, which is the heart. So heart consists of an elongated muscular tube lying along the mid-dorsal line of thorax and abdomen. So you can see a middle line which is running throughout the thorax and the abdomen portion. And where is it present? It is present in the middle, and we can see this heart only in the dorsal side of the cockroach, right? So which is the dorsal side? Which is the upper side of the cockroach, right? So these are elongated muscular tubes. How is the heart? It is an elongated muscular tube, and it is lying along mid-dorsal line of thorax and abdomen. Okay, and it has funnel shaped chambers. You can see that it has the funnel shaped chamber in the center. In the middle portion it is seen, that is, it is present as elongated muscular tube, and on either side of it, it is present as the funnel shaped chambers with osteo on either side. So these osteo are nothing but these are pores. Osteo are pores on either side of the heart, right? So where is this osteo present? It is present in the funnel shaped chambers which is surrounding the heart. Okay, now coming to the next part, which is called as the sinuses. So blood from sinuses. Sinuses are nothing but they are blood spaces. They don't have a proper blood vessel, no, but they have certain blood spaces in their body. So blood from the sinuses will enter the heart through ostia. So it is through ostia the blood from the sinuses will enter into the heart of the cockroach, right? And it is pumped anteriorly to sinuses again, right? So the blood which is entering into the heart will again move on to the anterior portion of the sinuses. That is, in the anterior portion of the sinuses we are able to find the blood is being again pumped. So this is the anterior aorta, and the heart through, that is the blood from sinuses will enter heart through ostia and is pumped anteriorly. What is pumped anteriorly? The blood is pumped anteriorly to sinuses again. So all the blood which is reaching here will be pumped again to the anterior portion, and then again it reaches the sinuses, right? So this is how the circulatory system of the cockroaches work. Now let us move on to the next system, children, which is the respiratory system. Now respiratory system is the part through which the organisms will help in taking oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide. So cockroaches, it consists of a network of trachea. What do they have? They have a network of trachea that open through 10 pairs of small holes called spiracles, which is present on the lateral side of the body. So what does the respiratory system consist of? It consists of a network of trachea, right? So this is the tracheal portion, children. So this is the network of trachea, and it opens through. How is this trachea, how is it formed? It is opening through 10 pairs of small holes. You can see the hole here, which is called as the spiracle. It is just one hole. So like that, there are 10 pairs of hole which will enter into the next part called as the trachea. And where are these holes present? They are present in the lateral side, which means the side portion of the cockroach's body. Side means this is the lateral side, right? So this portion will contain the spiracle. How does the air enter into the cockroach's body? It is through the small hole which is called as spiracle, and from here it moves to the next part which is called as trachea, and from trachea it then moves into a network of tubes which is called as tracheoles. So the thin branches of tracheal tubes. Which is the tracheal tube? This is the tracheal tube. So this tracheal tube will branch into thinner tubes which are called as the tracheoles. You can see it here, right? So this is the spiracle. From here it forms the trachea, this portion, and this trachea is again divided into very thin tubes. So they are called as the tracheoles. You can see it here. This is the tracheoles. Okay, and they carry oxygen from air to all parts. So it is this tracheoles which carries the oxygen to all parts of the cockroach's body. Okay, now the opening of spiracle has been regulated by the sphincters. It means that all the time they will not keep their sphincters open, that is the spiracles open. So it has been regulated by the sphincters. Sphincters are a type of muscles which help in regulating the opening and closing of that spiracle, right? And where does the exchange of gases happen? The exchange of gases will take place at the tracheoles. It is in this place where the exchange of gases will occur. That is, oxygen will be given to the body of cockroach, and carbon dioxide will be carried by the tracheoles to the trachea, and from trachea to the spiracles, and from there to outer portion of their body. Okay, so the exchange take place at the tracheoles, and how is the exchange happening? It is through the diffusion process. So diffusion of oxygen and carbon dioxide will happen in the tracheoles. Clear, children? This is how the respiratory system of the cockroaches are working. Okay, so air enters through the spiracles, and from spiracles it moves on to the trachea, and from trachea it divides into fine tracheal tubes which are called as the tracheoles. And this is the place where exchange of gases happen, and the exchange happens through diffusion process, and spiracle is regulated by the sphincters, right? So these sphincters are the one who controls the opening and close of the hole which is called as spiracles. Okay, and where are these spiracles present? They are present as 10 pairs of small holes on the lateral sides of the cockroach's body. So you can see the lateral side, this portion, end portion of the body of the cockroach. That is രണ്ട് സൈഡ്സിൽ അവർ ശരീരത്തിൻ്റെ സൈഡ് ഭാഗത്തിലാണ് സ്പിരക്കിൾസ് ഉള്ളത്. Clear? So this is about the respiratory system, children. Now let us move on to the next system, which is called as the excretory system. So the excretory system, it consists of the excretory organ which is called as Malpighian tubules. So the excretion is performed by the Malpighian tubules. We have studied it in the alimentary canal portion, right? So these are the Malpighian tubules. We saw that about 100 to 150 Malpighian tubules will be present at the junction of midgut and hindgut, right? So these Malpighian tubules are acting as the excretory structures, and each of the tubules is made up of, or it is lined by, glandular and ciliated cells. Okay, so it is made up of, or it has been lined by the glandular and ciliated cells. You can see it here. This is the Malpighian tubule and this is lined by the glandular and ciliated cells. Now what is the function of these Malpighian tubules? Each tubule they help in absorbing nitrogenous waste substance and they convert it into uric acid. Okay, so what do they do? From the hemolymph is nothing the blood of the cockroach. From there they will absorb the nitrogenous waste and other waste substance and they convert it into uric acid. What do they convert it into? They convert it into uric acid and it is excreted out through the hindgut. Right, so through the hindgut it has been excreted out from the cockroach's body. So they will purify, as like our kidneys, they will purify the blood, that is they will absorb the nitrogenous waste and they will convert it into what? It will be converted into uric acid, this part, right? So this is the Malpighian tubule and this waste substance will enter into the hindgut, the last portion of the alimentary canal, that is it includes ileum, colon and rectum, right? So it passes through the hindgut and from there it has been sent out from their body. Okay, so as they are excreting larger amount of uric acid, they are called as uricotelic organisms, or these insects, this insect is called as uricotelic. Right, so this is called as uricotelic because it excretes large amount of uric acid. Okay, in addition to this Malpighian tubules, it is not just Malpighian tubules alone help in excretion. Addition to it, it also has other parts like the fat bodies, nephrocytes and uricose gland which helps in excretion. Okay, so it is not just the Malpighian tubule which is helping. Along with Malpighian tubule, fat bodies, nephrocytes and uricose glands will help in excretion. Okay, so this is about the excretory system, children. I hope you are clear with this. So we have nervous system and the reproductive system yet to complete. Okay, so please read your textbooks properly. If you have any doubts, you can ask to me. Okay, children. Om Namah Shivaya. Thank you.